Jollof rice is from Gambia,
and it's the best.
Benachin.
The nice little topic today that we're doing is social media. How it influences. Is it more real than the actual real world that we live in today?
And clearly you can tell that I'm part of the theme because I look like an influencer today. Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ.
Do you want to stand up and show
You
everyone
can
that
use my
outfit?
code for 20% off HANAH. Well, I just spelled my name wrong.
You get your Uber account blocked.
HANAH, sorry. Han. Just use that as a code.
For
From
what?
PLT. 20% off. 2-piece. Brown.
Description in the...
Chocolatey. Anyway, should we start?
On the ASMR, you're on the ASMR thing, innit? That's why you're look at you trying to do
Yeah, but you know, I know you lot ain't used to seeing me like this. I didn't think I was going to show up looking like this by myself. But you know, got set pace these days.
So if you do it for the
Sorry. Wait. Are you drawing out, Anna?
No, I'm not drawing nobody out.
Cool.
Why you always got to start something? I ain't drawing nobody out, bro.
If you do it for yourself or social media, how you dressed.
No, I did it because I thought that we was gonna be all looking present like nice.
So you're trying to say.
So who-
So you're trying to say. Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
I'm not.
You've joined the road now, innit? We're on the same journey. What you're trying to say is that you look 10-10, which you do. You look beautiful, but we just look like trash.
Thank you,
No,
Carl.
no.
Thank you, Carl.
That's what you're saying.
Because I said you were trying to draw us out.
Let me tell you
Hey,
something.
this podcast
If the
ever
shoe
seen my hair? My hair's
fits,
right today.
if
My
the
can't
shoe
sound like
fits,
trash.
If the shoe fits,
My things fit me.
I never said that.
8.5.
Okay, I said the mine. So you look good. I never said you didn't
Thank
look
you
good.
very
You look
much.
nice. But if the shoe
I know I
fits,
look good.
I'm not drawing nobody out.
You look all Uber.
But I'm just saying.
Even
I'm just
Tarika's
saying.
looking at me.
Yeah, but
You know why this is
Wait a
crazy?
second.
Do you know why
Oh
this is
God.
crazy? Do you know why this is crazy? This is how we live. Going back on the topic, this is what social media does to us. I'm not saying social media is the reason why
I'm
we have
so
that now.
secure within
but that's-
myself that
I
none
think-
of you could move me.
I think that's how a lot of people live now, fam. They have to care about what they're wearing.
Receive that.
They have to care about what they're wearing for everyone else.
Right, exactly. I
Just
mean,
everyone else on the net.
even now, I was saying, you know, I don't really know because I feel a bit conscious and stuff. But I'm here now, and I'm giving you real chocolatey realness. Anyway, so.
I don't know what
Josh
we're
is
doing
finished.
Anyway, so what we're talking about the whole social media aspect of things. How, I personally feel like, not necessarily just social media, but how the young generation are constantly glued in their phones and that's all they know. Do you see what I'm saying? I think I was having a conversation with Tarika about this actually, and I was saying how my little brother is constantly like, I personally think it's an addiction. Like he's genuinely addicted to like Minecraft and what's that next other one? The one where you jump, you gotta mash things up. Fortnite. Fortnite.
But that's not social media though.
No. But we're talking about that's
Technology,
us.
like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
the
whole-
virtual world.
Exactly,
Okay,
the whole
cool.
virtual world of him being constantly glued to certain things, and a lot of these kids going onto social media as well. That's all they know. They just know life as social media. That's become their reality. Whereas you don't see kids on the estate playing out no more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like kids now don't like grow up in stages. Like I know when I was growing up, I kind of did each stage. I did the primary school, playing out in the park. Then I did the secondary school, being a teenager, adolescent, and then I kind of went on to young adult, and now I'm in adult kind of thing. Like I went through each stage, and I don't feel like the kids now, they're just baby, then they're adult. Like there's no in between. They don't experience anything.
I hear where like you guys are coming from with that, yeah, but deep it cool. You see when we was growing up in it, like we would always see like people on the block doing what they're doing in it. Like we would see them about in it. Right now, yeah, cool. As much as there's kids inside, whatnot, red, tear. But who were they really seeing out on the block? They weren't seeing no one because no one was out on the block. Everyone was all inside. So I didn't even think it's just the younger generation, innit? I feel like even our generation are like glued to social media and like glued to like little things like just being indoors or just being to themselves, innit?
I do agree with you because I can sit on TikTok for 3 hours and be like, oh, the time has gone by quick. Like, so I do agree with you there. But don't you think you definitely went through each stage of life?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like these kids, or even, let's say, these young adults or teenagers have gone through every stage of life. I see girls on the road and I look at them and I feel like you lot actually look older than me.
No, legit.
You look older than me. I'm 27 and there's girls that are 16, 17 and they're looking older than me with their makeup.
That comes from our generation though, because they're looking at what, do you know why I'm saying that? Because they're looking at people in our generation, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. The main people who are on social media, yeah, it's not even a younger generation, it's our generation.
Right.
And that, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but...
Because those are the ones where you're saying influencers and all of that, the main influencers are people around our age. It's not the younger generation. Like, yeah, there's a few of them and it's true. Who do they have to look up to actually then say, oh yeah, I'm going to be an influencer?
Yeah, but, okay.
I think the whole influencer role has become popular because it's easy for some people. No offense, but all you have to really do, and I know people are going to come for me for this, and certain people might think it's shade, but so what? It's like you go up into London, you take your little pictures, and you wear your little borrowed boohoo clothes, and you send it back.
None of my business. It's none of my business.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
not dissing Klarna.
Klarna is
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. That's what people do. That's it.
Get me. I went betting like.
To be honest.
No, Klarna's wavy, but obviously, it's people just see that as quite easy, and it's where you can get money, and if all you have to really do is put, fling up a couple of pictures every day in a different outfit, then why not? Do you know what I'm saying? And that's how you kind of build your following. As far as influence, like, as far as it's us influencing, I hear where you're coming from because it is mainly ourselves, but I do feel like it is due to the fact that being an influencer is so big. Because even with what you're saying about the stages, we all went through our ugly stage.
Yeah,
in like year 8, year 7, year 8, yeah. And it was like year 9, we glowed up a little bit. I remember 6 weeks holidays, I came back year 9 and I was looking like a different gal. Certain man that weren't checking me in year 7 weren't checking me. And it was like, oh bro, like, your body develops and you start knowing makeup and hair and stuff like that. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't feel like these girls, or boys, should I say as well, have that glow up stage. No one's had a time to really be dry and crusty. Do you know what I mean? Do you see where I'm coming from?
I hear that.
Dry and crusty.
But are you putting that down to so?
Do you know what I mean? We all look dry and crusty.
Oh no, me, I deleted my whole Facebook.
Did you?
Yeah, because I went through a whole stage. So for me, it was like, I need to let it go. But yeah, I was dry and crusty.
But are you putting that down to technology and that? Because Instagram and that come out all the time,
I know.
So like he's saying, we're the main drivers on it. The young people are there with their TikToks and all that, and they're there, but we're the main drivers of it. Ain't nothing big on there.
But I don't think it's just our generation.
It's not everything, but everything that pops, or everything that's an influence comes from someone that is our age or older.
No, I don't agree with
everything that pops.
Not necessarily.
Blue Therapy, I don't even watch that.
I'm
sorry, watch that.
For the act, but this is what I'm saying. Back in the day,
watch it though.
nah, man, it's not real, bruv. I don't care for it. I'm watching that.
Either way, it was good.
Yeah, it's good.
Listen, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Everything that's an influence, it's always older. Backchat, Blue Therapy, all the other things. Even like for football, they're older, filthy fellas. For the other one, No Behaviour, it's the influence is always going to be around our age. We're the main drivers, but I feel like we just put it to young people because we've got more priorities going than young people. Yeah, we didn't have. It wasn't as advanced as it was for us. For them as it was for us. You see what I'm saying? So we wasn't really on it like that. But for them, it's more. There's more to do. I'm not saying they're not on it more than us. They should be
I
off
hear
it.
what you're saying.
But it's more. I can't say that they're the main people on it and it's only young people because it's all the older people.
Deep it. Remember when we was about there was Vine and all of that,
Vine
was 6 seconds long.
You know what I'm saying?
Deep it. That's all we had to enjoy.
It's so funny.
We didn't even have Insta videos.
That's so funny that you say that because I was talking to my little brother and I was like, oh, I'll airdrop you a couple pictures, and he was like, airdrop. I was like, you don't know about airdrop?
You should even come and have infrared.
Yeah, so like, exactly. So I showed him airdrop, and I said to him, back in the day, you didn't know this is what we use for Bluetooth. when you're trying to share songs and pictures and stuff like that.
What's airdrop? Sorry.
On your iPhone.
Oh, your
sorry.
Android use.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, you look always.
Wait, Yinka, are you on Android?
iPhone.
Oh yeah. No,
Everyone in this room is on iPhone.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
But it's fine. You're not a follower.
That's great. Thank you. Get me.
It's not about being a follower.
Yeah, man, just change one item on the phone and you man pay £500 more. When I had the same feature from S3 and now you man are iPhone 12 and you can just get a text that copies the code now. You tell me man I had that from 2006, 7. You man talking.
I'm not gonna lie.
Social media's got you man wrapped in the iPhone. They're dead. Say something to me.
I like
Say
iPhones.
something.
I like Apple.
No, I just don't like the Android layout.
He said.
Everyone says that.
No, fuck no.
Everyone says that.
Android layout.
The only
I've
two
been
things
saying
everyone
years
yeah,
ago.
but the only two things everyone says is Android layout and the Snapchat. Bob, why do you care about the
Yeah,
Snapchat? You see what I'm saying? The socials got you man wrapped up.
No, but I'm not gonna lie.
The socials got you man wrapped up.
Snapchat.
Everyone always says Snapchat. Why is it so important to you?
But hold on.
It's not in nonsense. You can't see your face. What do you mean? We can't see your face. We don't even know where you're at, fam.
So
It's pixelated.
I've never
bro.
put something up and you're telling me
No,
you can't
shit
comment.
is frozen.
Wait, so hold on. Can I ask you
You
a
can't
question?
comment.
Can I ask you a
Don't
question?
wait. The man can see you.
freezes.
Hold on,
It
can't. So
freezes.
when
Social media's got you.
when
You know,
when you're videoing it,
Yeah.
like when you're actually recording it, is it pixelated or is it clear?
I don't really use it, so I can't
No,
tell you. I'll do it now. I'll do it now. I'll do it now. Before it was pixelated.
Okay, do it now,
but
let's
I'll
see.
do it now, but I don't have business for it.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
you're
saying?
seeing it's upgrading. We're 2021. It's not going to be pixelated, and I was just exaggerating when I said it
Hope it's
freezing.
not pixelated.
But can I be
No.
honest?
No,
Someone
record.
said,
No,
you know, on our
record.
Instagram, yeah, someone said. I can tell an Android person used that like
it
to
goes
the
pixelated.
to the questions.
It goes
And
just
that's like,
a
look
little-
at that.
It goes a little
You
deeper.
know what it looks like?
Sorry, I
know the
slid
man-
off. I slid off.
the man
We're
will
not
know.
trying to focus on this, but quickly. But the actual phone, for example, Tariq at Hannah's birthday, when I showed you that picture I took of East Croydon, all that quality, the camera quality itself, I don't
Yeah,
care
but
about
the
the
camera
app.
quality is
I'm a
still
phone
videos
man.
now,
You
yeah.
care about social. The snap quality is there. I'm a phone man. What this can do compared to just Snapchat is mental. I don't care about social.
agree.
You man do. So when I say iPhone
I
are the
don't care
social
about
users,
Wait, am I on socials?
just because one person didn't say
No,
that,
hold on,
the
hold on,
whole
yeah,
iPhone
yeah.
thing don't stand. When
No.
I say you, I'm not
But
saying
hold on.
because your
But
team's
your
only,
team
your team's only the layout. I know that from
Yeah,
college.
and your thing looks like you're lagging, and I don't know man who understands it. You see
But lagging on
PlayStation
what?
when you're
Lagging
lagging,
on
like
what?
the connection's bad
Lagging
and
on
that,
what?
yeah.
Lagging on what?
When you just showed me the recording right now, yeah.
Same
oh,
again.
like it was
Snapchat.
lagging,
Same
fam.
again. Snapchat is one app. That's all you're gonna tell me about the
So what, if you
tell
had
me
a side
something
once,
else.
if you had a
Tell me
side
something
once, why
else.
haven't you
Tell me
sorted
something
out in how many
else.
years?
Tell me something else. I don't do I. You
No, but
always
you're
ask me
the
questions like I work for them.
Because you're defending
Like I work
like
for
you're
them.
working for them.
I don't defend them like I work for them, bro. I tell you the only thing, we're on the social topic, which I'm keep trying to get back onto, but we're on the social topic. iPhone users, the only thing man here is Snapchat, this and that. Back in our day when we didn't have social, we didn't care about the phones. So understand what I'm trying to say. When we had no social media, we did business.
Yeah,
Bro,
BBM.
man, them had the Sony Ericssons, they were cold. The black and orange things with the speakers.
Walkman things.
Remember them?
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? That was our joy.
Yeah.
But then we had BBM, and it started getting more serious. And
Yeah.
as soon as iPhone come out, yeah, it was the
Can I
first
say
one on the
something?
market.
You had MSN before BBM.
MSN was the in
But what I'm
thing.
saying is, as soon as iPhone come out, I'm not saying iPhone's the pioneer, but what I'm saying, as soon as iPhone and all the smart technology come out, that's when everything got more serious. And then it was just predominantly iPhone. Everything on Instagram was iPhone. Everything on Snapchat was iPhone. Everything on Facebook was iPhone. I'm telling you, fam. And it's the same people that just sit on damn Instagram commenting on worthless posts. I've never commented on an Instagram post. Tell me if you
Neither
have now.
have I.
Yeah.
Tell me if you have now.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me tell
Hannah, you have.
Oh, look, my man here.
I'm active.
We have to actually appreciate the power of social media because at the end of the day, people are making money off these apps, Instagram, YouTube, even Snapchat. Do you know what I mean? Like TikTok. So it's a new age. It's a new era. People are using these platforms to build up their monetary value and stuff like that. So in a sense, I respect it. I just don't like the fact that little kids, like if you ask them, what do you want to be when you're older? I want to be a YouTuber. I'm going to be Instagram famous.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not saying, like we said a few episodes back, like we're not going to force our kids to go to uni and whatever. But what happens now if they switch all the computers off and technology is shut down?
Legit.
What are your aspirations? What are your goals outside of this social media virtual reality? And that's what I don't like. But Instagram. I mean, if I could make money off Instagram, boy, I would be doing it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, by all
like,
means.
if it's for me, I want multiple streams of income in my life. So if that could be another stream of income, I'm all for it. So yeah.
But if for example, if social media was another stream of income for you, what is wrong with a young person trying to go down that route first? I feel like it's a way of time. So when we were younger, it was, what do you want to do? You want to do the little law thing, the little doctor, the little accounting, the little football, the little. It's just a new. It's just a new thing. Like back in the 70s, it was something else. Back in the 80s, it was something. It was. I feel like it's just not 80s because it's too close to 1800s. It was something else. In the 1700s, it was something else. I just feel like it's a moving of time. Because I'll be honest, if my son said to me he wanted to be a YouTuber and he pulled man out of plan,
yeah,
and I'm seeing potential. Sit down and make that channel. I'll buy the biggest screen.
Of course, but I think it's the thing where nobody. It's a little bit scary because it does feel like nobody wants to take on the important job roles anymore, like being a lawyer and being a doctor. I almost feel like there's no significance in that job anymore. That I don't think the young generation see that.
Yeah.
That being a doctor or a lawyer and I'm just using those two examples because it is what it is, you know what I'm saying, or engineer. Sorry, that really,
hygiene, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
You know,
I threw me off the bone. Anyway, sorry.
it's all for the same place, man.
No, I hear that. But
Sorry.
yeah. So what I'm basically saying is, I feel like nobody thinks that there's much significance in being a doctor or lawyer or engineer. Like it's almost like you don't have children wanting to do that.
Like you got little kids as young as 3, 4 with their own YouTube channels, and they've got like millions of followers. Like their parents have started them from young because they see that they can gain money from these things, and I just feel like.
Do you think that's the same as our parents are sending us uni though?
No, but I don't think it's healthy for a child to grow up. I don't think it's healthy for children to grow up on a camera. Let children be kids.
Yeah, you've seen it so many times.
Like it's too much. Even a lot of the time, you'll see YouTube couples that stay together just because they're making money, you know?
Yeah, legit.
Or they're having, for instance, I was having a conversation with my friend Nadia and I was like, yo, like, you will see YouTube couples that are like 18, 19. They have a couple channel, but because they see everybody else doing family channels, they'll have a baby really young. And I'm not saying that, you know, no one should have a baby at 18 and 19, but in my eyes, you are still a child. Do you know what I'm saying? You still should be able to live your life, enjoy your 20s, bro. Like, at least, don't have the pressures gone.
Even with you saying that, yeah, like, obviously, children should be children, like, be able to grow up, yeah. I feel like it's different, like, in the YouTube sense of it, because the parents are there, innit? Like, they can control how much they want their child to be on the screen, and it's not like, let's say if you was doing music from young, and then you're just getting dashed to a record label, obviously, they're just treating you, like, to fill up their pockets, innit? Like, more times, your parents got your best interests at heart, innit?
Right.
So they're going to be doing the right things to try and protect them. Obviously, they know that, yeah, they're going to be on screen, but they've already thought about that beforehand anyway, innit? But it's how much they want them to actually be on screen, and after, they can make their bread, and the next, you know, you might not see them on the screen anymore. They might invest in something else.
I hear that, but a lot of the time, you have YouTube families that have they'll show the whole labor, the pregnancy, the labor, the whole process. Then they'll create their child a Instagram. And although the Instagram is maybe managed by them, you can't manage what you guys are talking about, comments.
Yeah.
Can't manage that. After a certain time, you're making money. Let's not act like you're not going to buy your child expensive things. So you might buy your child an iPad. Listen, there's babies that already know how to call this person, that person, and pay for things on Apple ID, using Face ID and that. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, how much of that can you really control? You can't control that much. And this is where a lot of mental health issues get is highlighted so young in people's ages. Do you see what I'm saying?
I get you.
So for me, I don't know, maybe I'm just old school because my mum had me and 5 other kids, and You know, my mom just done it old school. Like, we don't, like, even now, I'm not giving my child no iPad, bro. You're not going to be engrossed in this, like what Natalie said, the virtual world. I don't like it. I feel like kids should be kids. Kids should be playing. What happened to Lego, fam? Do you know what I mean?
And go outside.
Go outside, get some fresh air, read a book. Do you know what I mean?
Learning TikTok dances and all of this, like, go outside. Like, I actually remember just being like, people knocking for me and like, oh, Natalie, you coming out today? No, not today. And we'll just be playing around in the park. You actually don't see that.
Kids don't use their imagination anymore. You see, when I was younger, me and my brother taught me how to ride a bike, right? And I was obsessed with Too Fast, Too Furious. And I don't know if you know what scene I'm talking about, yeah? But Paul Walker and Tyrese are driving and they go out and they come back in. You see me and my brother on them bikes? My brother used to be riding, my brother said, are you ready, yeah? Ready? Go. Pew! Boom! And it was like, I felt like I was like Tyrese, you get me? That? I felt like I was in a movie. It was just using my imagination. We would just ride up to like Wandle Park and then places there, but he would see how fast I could go. I'll go down, I'd ride down Mitcham Common, the hill, you know that big hill?
Yeah.
I even dropped down that hill, you know, I had the grazes and that. This is all part of your childhood. No one uses their imagination. I used to write scripts when I was younger. I used to act them out for my parents. My mum used to create a whole obstacle course for us outside with the paddling pool. We got to jump over the broom and skip and jump in the paddling pool. Kids don't know nothing about that. And I don't know if it's because maybe I personally think kids are having kids, so they don't even not know what they're doing, but it's like they're almost growing up with their child. That, I don't know how, do you know what I'm saying?
I think it comes from, it's not that I'm just touching on it, but I think it comes from this fact that you see the people that are older than us and we're in the technology field. We're in that generation now. This is us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they have kids, they're not necessarily going to break away from it and then start living their childhood with them as they had it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna live how they're living now, and that's just technology.
Yeah.
They're too busy at work. Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
Whereas your mom, even though she was busy, she put in the time in to make sure you.
But
have
I think it's also. But I think with what you just said,
I think it's a bit. iPad. Do you get what I'm saying?
But I think with what you're saying now, I think that's a scapegoat to shush your child up. You'll give them a
just
phone
give
or
them the technology.
iPad.
But that's what I'm saying. So it goes back to what I'm saying, where I'm saying it's our age and above that I feel like are using it more, because now they've had the children and they're growing up. It's just quickly sit in the back and be on your iPad and shut up, and that's it. Whereas when you was in the car, you didn't have nothing. You had to listen to mommy's music or
gospel,
or mommy's chatting to you and just chatting.
Do you ever think like when certain songs play, like old school songs, I always think like, how the hell do I know this song? And I think
just sitting
this
back
is
in the
because I'm
mum's
just
car,
listening
you know what I'm
to the
saying?
stuff my mum used to play. So I do get what you're
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? Nowadays you ask the kids something, I don't remember.
But
I
a lot
did
of
this
that
on my
stuff is
iPad,
what.
though. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what you just said, like how you was listening to. You will listen to a song now and it reminds you of So I know what you just said.
It'll take you back to the
it'll
times
take
in
you
the
back
car.
to back in the day, yeah. So I personally feel like this is what happens in your childhood, and I think you said this like in like our first episode, is that like your formative years are very important.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what happens in your childhood definitely sets a foundation of who you will become.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my mum only played gospel, and the only kind of secular music she played was Whitney Houston. Yeah, It's not right, but it's okay. Yeah, that she used to bang it. Mary J. Blige.
Ooh.
And and my dad, Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White. Like, these are the people, big grown folk music, yeah? And I think that's where my love of music came from. Whereas you've got another generation where what are they going to do? Is their formative years just going to be in the screen? Do you know what I'm saying? How are they going to do? Who do they know that? How do they know who they are? Do you know what I mean? Where do they get their love for certain things, their passion from?
Yeah, I have a thing here, but I don't feel like it's for this convo, but it's just a deeper topic. But I just feel like as the times have moved, it's just this is the way of the world now to brainwash the generation.
Yeah, brainwashing them with Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
And that girl is rude, you know.
And what's the other one? Shark thing. Shark,
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Shark doo-doo. What's wrong with that one?
Baby.
Well, just the tune just got them engrossed into the TV.
Yeah, that's addictive.
Yeah, but we had it as well though.
Things that they're putting.
No,
in
but
there.
we did have certain shows that we were addicted to. Like I feel like
Yeah,
it comes with the time. I agree with Khan. It definitely comes as the time moves on.
This is just
They were like the kiddie programs. Like, I'm talking about for the age range of maybe like 0 up
to
until
3.
like 5, like the Peppa Pigs and stuff. I've got a niece and she watches Peppa Pig. That girl is rude. Peppa Pig is rude and she needs a slap. And it actually teaches the little kids to kind of be.
So wait.
No, I don't. I want to stamp in muddy puddles and I want to do this. No, Dad, I'm telling you, you need to do this and you need to do it now.
But then whose fault? That's not the kid's fault though. That's
No,
the
But
parents' fault.
this is what they're exposed to.
Yeah, but then that's the parents' fault for exposing them to that. They could, I'm sure, they could, even if they're from our generation, yeah, they could say, cool, as much as iPads, yeah, they can tell them to go on YouTube, yeah, type in this, they could type in whatever they want to type in, like Barney and all of that, and make them watch Barney, innit? Like, they can do all of that. It's on YouTube.
It's definitely true, but like we said, now the generation is, we give our child the iPad, we need them to be quiet, take the iPad and shut up and do what you want. Watch your Cocomelon and watch your Peppa Pig and whatever's accessible.
I do like the little black girl with the pigtails who's a nurse. That's a good show.
Oh, Doctor something.
That's a very good show. Social media has given us an opportunity to have an opinion on everyone, even those that you don't know. Back in the day, we never had...
I think that's toxic though.
It is toxic. But what I'm saying is that back in the day, we weren't able to have such access to celebrities.
I can't bear it was.
And people that, you know, like if I was to, back in the day, to see a celebrity be like, oh my God, like what the hell, do you know what I mean? I remember when I got a little signed single from one of the girls from Atomic Kitten and I thought, oh my day.
Yeah,
I was going crazy.
I was so gassed.
You know what I'm saying? But now if I was to get a DM, it would be like, oh, okay.
Then can I ask a question? Because you know, like,
it's easily accessible.
Yeah, but so you see like all these influencers and everyone on Instagram, these people that have loads of followers, and obviously they're letting us see aspects of their lives, and then obviously when shit hits the fan, we kind of like comment and get involved, and then they then turn around and say, oh, this is my life, I don't want people to comment on it and blah 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 blah, like it's not, you know, you need to understand and respect my privacy. And it's like, okay,
you came out.
We didn't reach out to you. You reached out to us, and we've now kind of like taken you in. So now, I don't know if you can be so upset about people commenting on your life.
I hear that, yeah. But then again, yeah, cool. I'm not defending the influencers and all that who are then saying, oh yeah, like you're in my life, this and that, yeah. But then the people who are commenting, yeah, they're commenting like they know the person fully, like they know everything about that person. Like you don't, you just know what they want you to see in it. That's the thing, and that's the problem that I have with people in our generation on social media. Like you're way too invested into other people's life, and you're not focusing on your actual life. Like it doesn't make no sense, Carl. I'm sorry, yeah. You see, like a lot of YouTubers, innit? I think I was having this conversation with one of our brethren yesterday, innit? They will be one way, yeah, on the screen, innit? But you see, if you meet them in public, yeah, you'll probably think that you're meeting a completely different person. Cause that's not who they are, innit? Like they're just doing that to actually get their views, make their money, and whatnot, innit? But you're the one who's more invested, innit?
But then, can they pick and choose? Are they?
Choose? I'm not then defending them for saying, oh yeah, you shouldn't be in my life here. But then the people who were then saying, oh you should have been this or this and that, like, it basically comes back to like, it's the main thing that's on my head here is relationships, innit? Like you see when you see certain relationships online, yeah, someone's broken up, innit? Oh, this person done this. Oh no, they need to leave. What? Are you there? You're not there, you're behind your screen.
I relate to that because when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, yeah, oh God, everyone was like, oh my God, like how could you break up? You look so happy together. I'm just thinking, hold on, you saw me on Snap with this guy. You don't know half the stuff that was going on behind the scenes, like. And then also they were like, a lot of people were like, oh, what did you do to X? And I was thinking, hold on, no. What did he do to me? Don't assume because you've seen him act a certain way on social, he might be a jolly, happy guy. He's not that person behind closed doors. So let's not make these assumptions. So I agree with you there. Like, people do get too invested into what they see on the screen, but it's just a fine line because you've opened the door for that. You've presented yourself and opened yourself up for scrutiny. So then you can't really be like, oh, I can't take this and blah 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 blah. Like, it's a fine line. It's a very fine line, I think.
I hear that, but even I feel like there's even times where people won't even like comment like, oh yeah, like you guys are mad, like you guys don't know what's going on, this and that. Then people literally just be coming in with their 2 pence still, just saying stuff for the sake of saying it. Like, that's where it comes back to what's your comment actually doing?
Yeah, man.
Like,
I just feel like it's a toxic film.
What is it actually doing? Like, what is it gonna make them get back together? Because it's not. What you? I'm sorry.
They should run in a joke.
Hey, but that's why I feel like our generation is the one who's like mainly sucked into social media, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, I feel
We're
like it's
in
getting.
there now.
I just
We're
also
very
don't like
in
the
the
whole
know.
thing of whenever something happens, I just want to first apologise to this, and that kind of said that girl's apology was such bullshit. Like, everyone feels like they have to come up with these big public apologies and explain themselves for everything. Like, social media's created this culture where every action deserves an explanation. No, sometimes people do it because I wanted to do it, and what? Leave me alone. Don't question me. Leave me alone.
Because on the Shade Room, they do this thing where it's like January, February, March, April. They do like a whole
all the
calendar
memes.
and like the hot topic of that month. And I think it was like you've got like April, which was, I don't know if you don't know her, but Jocelyn Hernandez.
Oh yeah.
And it was her saying,
Don't cough at me.
yeah, don't cough at me.
That was so funny.
Then you had the month
She was
before
like, "You
that.
coughing at me."
Yeah, you coughing at me.
She's crazy.
Then you
though. I
had the
swear,
month
Jocelyn's
before that,
crazy.
which was the whole, I think that was March, which was that Meghan and Markle and Harry? Did they have their thing in March?
Yeah.
That.
We are.
Then the one before that was the Gorilla Glue girl. Do you remember, like, this is all, and it's like, these are genuinely the hot topics of social media. I think ultimately we need to find a balance in
And these are topics.
the reality. It is foolishness. But what's on social media is foolishness.
But then
into real life
also,
stuff, innit?
social media also provides an escape. It is
You
foolishness.
think it's an escape though?
No,
I feel like
it's-
you're going into a trap.
No, but like, no, because let's be real. Like, all of this stuff, like I said, it's foolishness. It holds no weight. Like, come on, it gives us a bit. Some things to talk about quickly on the phone with our friends. Little. Oh, did you see what Jocelyn? Look, you like, oh, Jocelyn, love, whatever. Like, it gives us these short little conversations, cracking little jokes, and then we keep it moving. It's an escape from our
Escape from what?
reality. Come on.
To go into.
I think our reality is
people don't know
better.
reality.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
No,
That's why
obviously,
people don't know
but I feel like
reality.
you see,
They
no,
don't
but
know.
you see, it's very different for us who might have like all our screws are tight and stuff like that, and we've got common sense. But for some people, like, let them escape their reality.
So that's the same thing. But that's the same thing as someone abusing alcohol or drugs and that. It's their escape. So that's what I'm saying. It's toxic. It's a toxic
It's
world.
toxic. I'm not disputing that.
Oh.
Social media is a toxic.
Yeah, come on.
It's a toxic environment. You see it day in and day out. Everyone is just toxic on there. But it's entertainment at the end of the day. It is. Like I said, I tune in every Monday. I tune in every Monday to Messy Mondays. I am Zoe, yeah, and all he does is through the week he goes through all of the mess that's happened with different people, different celebrities, and there's me. This was me today while I was getting dressed for work. This is funny. Shut off, and that was it. I didn't think about it again. But while I was getting dressed, it was something to do.
You know what is?
Can I say something? Do you feel like subconsciously you absorb that energy though? Of
What,
being
toxic?
messy?
No, because I'm not. I don't involve myself in nonsense. I like to.
But you know, subconsciously, because you watch certain things like that and you absorb it, you can become messy or have messy traits. Do you think that's a possibility?
I'm asking you. Do I have messy traits?
No, I'm just asking.
I'm asking you. You can tell me.
But I don't know if you. I don't know. I don't know if you have messy traits. I'm just saying no because I know for a fact my sister, and we've spoken about this. My sister watches the whole Love and Hip Hop. She puts herself in the whole Sukihana and the Ruby Roses and the Big Lottos and and all of that. The whole they're involved, but even the way she talks to me, and I love my sister dearly, but
you feel like it comes from there.
Yeah, she gives me that vibe.
That's because too much of something ain't good.
Yes,
that's what it is.
But you see me, and this is what I'm saying. I feel like I'm not trying to diss anyone, but I feel like certain people who lack common sense or lack individuality are very easily influenced and swayed by watching that and picking up because like my brother, like he is a DBE fan, and when you no, but when you hear him talking, I do like DBE, but when you hear him talking, he sounds like Young Ant. I'm just like.
No, what are you doing? But this is what I'm saying with social media. It's almost like you don't really have an identity. Like you take on another persona.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that.
You will take on another persona of somebody that you like or you admire or you admire something about them. And so it doesn't really create a real identity. And this is what I was saying previously, that when we were younger, we were out on the block with our friends. We did what, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have any background noise. We didn't have any distractions.
We created ourselves.
So we was able to create ourselves, or at least have some of our, we were able to have some sort of identity that was our own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas now
they all look the same.
All these young girls,
You feel like we're losing that?
No, we're not. Our generation.
Ourselves are losing it, or we're losing it in general as in the generation.
Our age.
No, I don't think our age group is. I think the age group below us, I would say, I can't, maybe.
No, they can't lose it because they never had it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying,
do
you think our age group is losing that?
I think some of them
was instilled in them.
I think some of them
1,000%.
Yeah, I think
our generation.
Do you know what I'm saying?
1,000%. Deep it. Even cool.
Where would you cut off our generation? Can I ask that question?
No.
Where would you cut off our generation? Where does our generation cut off?
From I'm sorry, from 28 not even 28. I'm going from 30 to what's it called? 30 to I'll even bring it down to my 22, 23.
No.
I say 21.
Sorry.
I say 21.
23 and down is a lost generation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, 22.
Josh.
Do you know what I don't agree with that at all? No.
I'm not saying that we're not lost, but I agree with what Khan said that when we first filmed, and Khan said what he said, and even though I know we won't go into that, but Khan said what he said, and I was sitting there and I was like, even though Khan never said it correctly, I knew exactly what he was talking about. I knew exactly what he meant, because it's like there was such a disconnect from my year compared to the year below me. I don't know what it was. I can't explain it.
That was in you
but
guys.
There was. Probably.
I'm sorry, You see, cool, our age, and a couple years above, there's a lot of skunked people in it. I'm sorry.
You gotta give me a little definition of that skunk thing.
No, there's a lot of skunk people.
But I feel like there's every age.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But no, we're just I'm not even weird. You guys are just trying to put onto the younger generation.
We're
it's
not
even that in it. No.
Onto the older generation.
I'm not even taking this to me. I don't even take it.
When you said to me, don't do the we you mean.
Oh yeah.
Alright, it's been them.
No. I don't deep it. There's so many things here, certain things on social media that you'll see here that comes from people around your age. They're the ones who fam.
Oh,
Deborah is 23, or how old is she? 24.
She's 24.
That's your year.
No, she's not my year.
Why?
She just turned 24 and her birthday's in September. She's not my year.
So therefore she's this year. Yeah.
She's not my year.
I'll be real, me personally, but obviously I'm speaking from the younger generation.
Yeah.
So that's why it comes back to like, you see my other point when we were saying about the TV programs and all that, innit? If you speak to someone from that actual generation, they can tell you, they'll be able to give you like different scenarios of someone in your age group
And how you just think
someone
it is, basically.
exactly.
Why
Like,
is
it's
it
not just our age group, innit? Like, I'm sorry, the main people about who are doing all the typing stuff, your age group. If you go and actually look at it, the main people who are about your age group.
Okay, so
Okay, when you say your age group, you're including yourself as well.
No, man's. Hey, no, because you
Okay,
said
wait,
there's
no,
the
'cause-
disconnect.
okay, so no,
but
I say-
Do you know what?
Let's
I'm on
relax.
the age, bro. Back on
No,
up.
No, but I'm not saying a disconnect in regard into the whole thing. I'm just saying I agree with what Khan said last time, because he said there was something different about the year
There
below,
is.
and it was true.
Okay, wait, I just want to ask a question. Josh, what's your year that you were born?
Nice.
That is, yeah.
97.
Sorry.
Okay, so for me, so you're 23 going on 24.
Yeah.
My brother's born in 1999. I'm missing you out 97. I'm saying 1999 into the millennials. The
Yeah.
millennials,
They're
they are
terrible.
tapped.
Terrible.
They're tapped. They're a different kettle of
terrible.
fish. They are the worst.
My sister's born in 1999, and as much as I love my sister to death, but
There was something in the
there's
water.
certain things that she does, and I'm like, Lord, give me the strength.
But on social
But
media,
because that come from
on social media, are they the tapped ones?
Yes!
No,
Well, compared to our
man are the
age.
tapped ones.
Oh, but wait, I really need to see what you
Hey, that's how you see how I just say. Hey,
No, I need to see what you are seeing.
Our
Because
age
how is our age?
Everything
Okay.
that's on social media is our age.
It's
You're saying
not
the only
true.
people they're tapped because they're doing TikToks and they're doing it.
No, I didn't say no.
So what are young people doing that are
I'm saying
tapped? That are tapped?
that age group from 1999 to the millennials, they're just very different. Like the way they think is just
Love you,
backwards. It's very
but
backwards.
wait, do you know what? I
It's
can't even
very-
agree with that fully. Yeah, deep it, cool. Let's bring it back to school times, innit? You see
Great.
Croydon, innit?
Great.
Main Croydon. Let's say you're in like year 7. You're in year 7, year 8, innit? McDonald's. Main Croydon McDonald's.
stop.
Your generation, the older generation,
We were
you're a
out.
few years up, innit?
Yeah.
You were the tapped ones. The
Yeah,
older
they were
generations are
definitely
tapped.
tapped.
You
Yeah,
can go
I-
to McDonald's now in Croydon and be calm, you know?
Yeah.
After school, it'll be
You know
calm.
what?
So,
Just- I
who's
got
really
like-
the tapped ones?
Just got a point.
No, keep it like.
Okay, no, but
You
you're
can't just-
saying
that's
you're
what
saying
you're saying.
you're saying
Exactly. Why do you see?
No,
No,
Hey,
but you're
hey,
saying
hold on, I
that
didn't say where they know it. Hey, I know where you guys are, innit?
Actually, no DSM members. They're all dads and that are married.
But then my thing with that, I 100% agree with what you're saying. But then my thing with the tapped on the social media thing, these young youths are just stabbing man just to film it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
They're tapped.
But
That's why there's
just
more
to
Listen,
film it.
yeah,
just to
I would
film
agree.
it.
They're starting
If
to
there was-
stab people's
but
parents now.
Hold on, like, are you telling me the maddest stories I've heard here haven't been from from the generation now? It's been from the older generations.
But-
the maddest of stories that you've probably heard before.
Yeah, it's been nuts. So.
That
No,
they've
I'm
been from the
not.
older
Okay, so I
generation.
agree because even in like when I was doing shubs and whatever, like I had the maddest experiences in the party, like mad, like being run up on, with being gassed in parties. Yes, I agree. There was
spray
mad.
at my birthday party.
But would you not rather
Mate,
that
I
than
got
someone just
fireworks
coming
blown
in
into the thing, then everyone's jumping over this,
pulling
jumping over
over
that.
thing or just
Yes,
stabbing up
there's
there,
very
man,
mad
just to
stories,
film it on
but
Snapchat?
you will talk, like you will say, I remember I was on a bus, yeah, and this boy was like playing his music and he'd like put, you know when you put it on the window it makes it louder and all of that, yeah. Obviously he wasn't even upstairs, he was downstairs, and this old man was like to him, do you mind putting your headphones in? My guy got up and was like, are you fucking dumb? I'll punch you up.
This generation.
Not my generation.
No.
I'll be honest,
Do you know
Oh my
that was
God.
happening
Our generation was
years
on
ago.
No,
Yeah.
but wait,
That was happening for years.
wait. And it was,
109, 100%.
He was, the way, and I was like, why do we need to do this? He was like, what? And then he lifted up his top showing me, and I'm thinking, calm down. Like, all of this automatic anger. Yeah, we were all on stuff, people were on stuff, and people will always be on stuff. But I do think the younger generation, 1999 millennials, move mad. They just move mad, outrageous. The way they think is outrageous. When you talk to my brother, I just think sometimes you just need to chill because it's really.
That is socials though, because of what they see.
Yeah, man, I can't agree with that because they've seen it.
What they're seeing on socials is driving from our age. Do you know what I'm saying?
But what have they seen? Give me an example of something they've seen. Give me an example of what they've seen, please.
It's not even that, yeah. It's deep it. A lot of these people, yeah, they will have older brothers and whatever, older cousins, You just saying that, yeah, that's been happening from what they in it, like literally, like from time. So they're obviously the only reason why, like you're saying, oh yeah, the stabbings and you're seeing on Snap, yeah, there was no Snap back in our days. Like not like when we were younger, and that older generation as well, there was no Snap. That's why you're not gonna see it there. But I'm sorry, yeah, I'm not saying that. Oh yeah, the young generation are like clean, they're this and that, yeah, but. It can't all get put on, the young generation because it stemmed from somewhere, innit? And it stemmed from our generation and above, innit? Cause I'm sorry, the men who were most on were from our generation and above. Like, and that, to me, that's facts, innit? Like, no one can tell me nothing about that, innit?
I have to sometimes get out of my head and tell myself, no.
Yeah, social media would definitely be the thing of my bank account sometimes because you just be clicking on a picture and be like, oh, this is nice. Where did she get it from? Oh, this is nice. Where did they get it from? And then you before you know it, you're spending money.
And then that escape from your reality. Now your reality is broke.
Klarna's coming to chase you for their payments.
I do want to say this though. I do agree with you, Josh, in regards to some part of what you're saying of the older generation. So for me, I have a big issue with influencers. I don't like them. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of influencers and what they do, what they put out there. I think the influencer title is the most pathetic title.
No, public figure annoys me.
But ideally they are a public figure. Ideally they are a public figure. I don't think they deserve the title influencer because influencers for me is Rosa Parks. Harriet Tubman. Do you see what I'm saying? Those are influencers. They influence real things in life. Do you know what I'm saying? Real struggle and the whole fairy tale afterwards. I don't know what an influencer does. BLT package.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
What is it that you influence? Please tell me.
People buying clothes.
Do you know what I mean?
The new reality.
Huh?
The new reality.
That reality is BS.
Yeah, of course, but that's what social media is.
They don't deserve the title influencer. If you go and look at what an influencer is, that is not them. It's not. And I think it's ridiculous. And I think because we've used such a heavy word for them, it's given them some sort of, we're getting a bit. In regards to that, a lot of these females that, for me, I don't really know many male influencers, I'll be honest. I'm talking to the females because I'm a female. But I don't know if I've spoken to you about this, but my youngest sister went through a stage where she started hating herself. Like genuinely hating how she looked. Because she was so obsessed with how influencers, now don't get me wrong, I'm not putting that on them because they're pretty girls, they do what they do, whatever. However, I feel like if you're going to be an influencer, you use Facetune. Let's not lie. You use Facetune, you straighten up your nose, yeah, you make your eyes go in or chinky or whatever. These times, when we see you on the street, mummy, you don't look like that. You don't look like that. You know, all these Photoshop BS flipping posts and one little degger. This is how I look when I wake up. Guys, I'm not always perfect, looking great. I do feel insecure. Shut the up. Like, I don't like it. And excuse me for my language, but it's got to stop. There are younger girls genuinely hating themselves. Genuinely looking at themselves in the mirror thinking that they are not good enough. God didn't make no mistakes. Best believe that. And you've got these idiot gal that can't even do a simple maths equation, wearing a pretty little thing, two-piece and boo-hoo and whatever, with their dumb little 20% codes off, yeah? Thinking that I'm an influencer. Thinking that followers is your value. Drop me out.
And you know what as well? Most of the time, the followers are actually fake.
They're bots.
They're bots.
That's what they are.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't even
It's
see it until
irritating.
someone had to educate me and literally took me to someone's profile and showed me that it was all bots.
Alright,
and I was
so-
like, raw. And this girl had like 20k plus followers. And I was like, what the hell?
Help me out, man.
I couldn't believe it. Like I just looked at her at the girl's Instagram, took it for face value, saw the likes, and was just like, rah, she's got bare likes.
Yeah.
The person took me through the Instagram. All the likes are bots.
All these people
Bare
that are
man
bots.
in India, in whatever. Haven't you seen on our Instagram page when we post something, the bots come through and say, "Oh, post this here and post this here and post this."
Fam,
Isn't
it's
it
all, let me tell you something, it's all a facade, fam.
Yeah,
People, you know, you can genuinely pay for
Massive.
followers, you can pay for likes. It's all a facade. And it's so sad, it breaks my heart. And I'm getting annoyed because for me, it hit home because it's my little sister, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing her and I'm looking at a bunch of a generation of young girls. I can't speak for the little boys because I'm a girl. Do you know what I mean? I'm a girl's girl. But I'm looking at a generation of young girls who are so beautiful. They're so bright. They're so intelligent. And they've got the world ahead of themselves. And they're just being influenced by a bunch of airheads that only care for how they look on Instagram because you're making what, £200 a post. Drop me the out. Drop me out. You have no substance. What can you give us? You've got all these followers, yet you don't give us anything at all. At all. Who are you to call yourself an influencer? What the do you influence? Please.
Quickly, I know like obviously you're getting passionate about this one, yeah. But this just comes back to my point.
Oh, everything.
Like,
I was gonna say the OnlyFans thing.
No, it just comes back to my point. Bro, I've been holding stuff.
No,
in
what
it,
you were
like,
saying in my head,
yeah.
I'm thinking.
I mean, hey, but it just comes back to we're the tapped ones, like our generation, and that because they're the ones who are putting it out to the.
But that's
younger
why I said I
generation.
agree with you.
Like,
that's
I
what it is,
agree
like,
with you on that topic.
literally.
When I've actually sat here and I deeped it, I said no, because where are they actually learning it from?
Exactly.
And when I do see certain influencers, they are my age and above, very successful ones. Do you know what I'm saying? So you know, like I'm just, yeah.
Like who?
You want me to name names?
Yeah. Why not? I wanna know who
Name
these.
what did she say?
I said like who are these influencers that are your age and above that are doing these things? Okay, name one. Don't need to give me a list. Or you don't want to?
No.
Okay, don't worry then.
You're shook.
I'm not sure.
Sorry.
I'm not shook. Do you know why? Do you know why I'm not shook? Because there's a
You feel
particular.
like it's not our
I
age
know.
and our generation.
I feel like if I look at
that was a
the
good
how
one.
old is Maya Mills and then the free
My Mills.
free Kenza or whatever. What's her name? Kenza.
That
And all these girls.
They're not the big ones though. They're
No,
not
but
the big
but hold on. I'm talking about in the UK. Yeah, people are constantly talking about the Maya Mills and the Kenzas and all of this. Like these are influencers that do carry weight in the UK scene.
That's because
they do.
the rappers who
No,
are there around those age are putting them in the
Okay,
tubes.
but irrespective of that, they do carry weight, so they're still having an influence on younger people. And how old are they? I think Maya Mills just turned 20. Am I right? She just turned 20.
21, something like that.
And Kenza is 21 or 20. They're young
Oh
girls.
shit. She said something, but I'm not gonna lie. With my bills, certain things she says I do agree with, but she did say something in regards to men, and I was just kind of just rolled my eyes at it because I just thought this is just ridiculous, honestly. But then the pretty privilege gets involved in that, so I know I ain't gonna talk
For
about
me,
that.
I'm not saying I definitely
I
see
agree
where
with what you're saying about the Kenza and
yeah,
the
I definitely
Maya
see
Mills,
where you're coming from, and I understand your point. Like I've actually sat back and like taken in what you said, and I think like, wow, yeah, it's filtered down. It comes from somewhere, and it has been filtered down. But a lot of these influencers that I've seen come through on my what's that thing page?
The For You page
my
or
For You
whatever.
page.
Sorry, that's TikTok.
And when I've
yeah.
actually gone to thingy them, they're little girls.
Yeah.
They're not my age range. They're not in my age mate. They're 21. They're 19, 20 coming up.
In that obviously it's only lockdown, it's only one period of time, but the people who take Instagram by storm within this time have been our age above. Maya Jama, Zizi Mills.
Yeah, but Maya Jama's more. She's not just an influencer. She's not like an influencer though.
But what I'm saying is, you see with this whole Kenza and that thing, they're not really.
Kenza's like a model.
It's not
She's
even
a
the main
catalogue
influence.
But what are they doing though?
It's the
She's an
hey,
influencer.
even
Like,
city,
what are they doing?
it's even city girls, yeah. Because what? City girls ain't younger than us, but yet what? What good message are they putting out?
I'm actually gonna research.
I definitely agree with that. And again, like I was saying about my little sister, she's got this attitude like love and hip hop and the whole city girls and yeah, f*** a man and I'm gonna take his money.
Real Housewives.
All of that. Aye. Yeah, even Real Housewives. That's I just finished watching Real Housewives of Potomac. Lord have mercy. It's just extra. Monique ended up dragging Candice, but Candice's mouth is rank. She deserved to get dragged, and people got onto Monique because she dragged her. Anyway, it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? But
no, Potomac.
He watches
you like Real
Atlanta.
Housewives of Potomac still.
No, man's cool.
But you're
No,
but you're like. I'm saying you're like Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yeah.
You like
Apparently
it.
it's really good.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I forgot what I was gonna say. But in regards to influencers, I'm not shook. It's just that.
That one's hitting her.
Yeah, because do you know what? Because one of the people was somebody that I was friends with for almost 10 years, and I don't respect what she does, and she knows who she is if she ever watches this. So I'm not shook. I'm just not going to draw her out of respect. Fine. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
But that's one thing that's kind of burnt me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's ultimately, I feel like that's what broke down our friendship, is because she chose that path and I don't with it. Do you know what I mean? Again, sorry for my language. But I feel like when it does come to certain things, like what influencers do, this is what is influenced upon our young people. And this is then becomes all that they know. Mm-hmm. Now we're in a predicament where people are filled up with so much insecurity that they don't know, they don't have an identity. They want to be this person and that person. You got young girls dying on operating tables trying to get a BBL. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's all I've genuinely got to say about it. I feel like we're very lucky in being able to grow up the way we did without social media. Social media is very toxic, and I hope there's a way that we can save our young people, bro.
Coming back to like the older generation point, yeah. You know who the main people who started it was? Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Kourtney Kardashian.
Oh, yeah, come on!
The Kardashians. Those are the main ones, and that's not the younger generation. And they're
them are like 40.
Alright. And then what? It came down to the other people, our generation. And then it's trickled down to thingy, but we're just like I said, we're just trying to put it down to...
They just saw Kim get the money and
at the end of the day.
Right.
It all started from somewhere. It probably started from before Christ. Do you know what I mean? We've all been influenced down the line following a...
No, but the social media...
No, I get it, but
it
all started, but everything starts from somewhere, do you get what I'm saying? And I agree with you, it's filtered down, it's trickled down. Yeah, maybe our generation need to be held accountable for what maybe we've put out, supplied to the younger generation. But it's a cycle, it's got to go on. The world, I feel like all that's happening in today's world is God sending us signs that He's coming. The world... We need to be prepared. I'm saying, because so much is going on. Too much toxic energy is being released all at once. Every week, something major, mad is happening.
No, for real though. I have been thinking, I need to start. I might want to get born again.
Yeah, we need.
It's like, it is giving me Judgment Day vibes.
Judgment Day. I'm not even being funny. Even look at the weather, yeah? We're in summer. This is British summer. It is hailstoned.
I'm telling you, I'm going to see some locusts.
This is reminding me of Moses or Noah's Ark. Do you know what I'm saying? God is coming to tell us He's going to pick someone and it's going to be 2 by 2. I'm telling you.
If you read your Bible, you'll get that.
I'm not even trying to get all biblical or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I just feel like what's going on is mad. Judgment Day is coming. Be prepared.
I'm prepared.
Alright, so
we need to wrap it up now, guys. We've talked a lot. Social media is fake, toxic, but use it how you want.
Yeah, you know.
Comment for marketing if you want to be like.
Yeah, Hannah's got a promo code for you guys. Remember.
Especially Benjamin, if you're watching this.
Cancel influencer. I'm joking. No, but yeah, hopefully we can we can save our young children. I really hope that there are
We need to
more. Save ourselves. Yeah, SOS, save ourselves.
We save ourselves.
I really like. For me, young girls is when it comes to young girls growing up, especially young black girls, young dark skinned girls, it's a really big topic for me, and I feel like a lot of the younger girls are starting to lose themselves in this virtual fake world. So that's why I became very passionate. It hits really hot, like it hits home for me. But yeah, ultimately, thank you guys.
And guys, I would like to see some comments and your views. I'm sorry, I just want to hear their comments on this because our comments were really low last week. Yeah, like it was like 4. Come on, I need some more comments. I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear people's opinions and like the video exactly. Hannah, that's all I wanted to say. Finish up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's alright. Just comment and like.
John Francis from Gambia, yeah.
That's the best.
Ben and Chin, one pot.
And lastly, do you want to say anything about Palestine?
Just free them up, and inshallah, one day your soul will be safe.
And we're praying for you guys. Peace out.